I would welcome you all to my video. Today in this video, I am going to explain you all about a Himalayan salt lamp. So what are all the topics that I cover in today's topic? The topics that I am covering are: what is this Himalayan salt lamp? How do they work? And what are all the benefits of these Himalayan salt lamp? And when we are choosing this Himalayan salt lamp, what are all the things that we need to look into it? So these are all the brief topics that I'll be covering today in my video. So as you people all are looking into it, this is a Himalayan crystal lamp. It comprises of a salt block which is having a mold with a light mounted below for glowing it. Now, what are these salt lamps and how do they work? These are the pink crystal salt used to make a lamp by providing a hole to insert a bulb into it. Now, how does these salt lamp work? When there is a heat generated inside this salt lamp, it produces a negative ion. These negative ions help us in boosting the positive energy. Now, how does these negative ions helps in boosting the positive energy? Let's look into this. Before looking into this positive energy thing, we need to know what are these ions. Ions are nothing but it is an atom or molecule in which the number of electrons are not equal to the number of protons. If the number of protons is more than the number of electrons, then they emit positive ions. If the number of electrons are more than the number of protons, then they give us a negative ion. What are the benefits of these negative ions? To explain this benefit of negative ion, I would like to give you all a simple example of nature. That is, when we get stressed or when we need a break from our work, we plan to go for an excursion or to a place which is very close to nature. That is like running water or an ocean or something like a waterfall to get refreshed. So how does a running water or a air near the ocean or a waterfall gives us a positive energy feel? That is because when these waters are running, in a running water, when the water hits a rock or a shore or something, the molecules break down into negative ions. These negative ions, when we dive into the water or when we stand under a waterfall, these negative ions absorb the positive ions which are harmful to our body, which are closer to our body. These positive ions are harmful to our human body. These positive ions get attracted by the negative ions that are present in the waterfall or in a running water or the water that is or the air that is flowing from a seashore or near an ocean. Thus, when these positive ions present in our body or present closer to our body gets absorbed by the negative ions present in the water molecules, we get neutralized, thus feeling refreshed and energized. Now, the same thing applies here with a crystal lamp or a Himalayan salt lamp. But the amount of negative ions that are generated by this Himalayan salt lamp is comparatively lesser that is happening in the nature. Obviously, we can't compare something such a small thing to a wider range of the nature. But these negative ions do help us. How do they help us? In our house, we have electronic items like mobiles, computers, and TV, etc., etc. These electronic devices by nature emit positive ions which are harmful to our body. Thus, when we keep a crystal lamp nearer to these electronic devices, those positive ions get neutralized by these negative ions produced by the salt lamp to certain extent, thus making your environment more refreshed and neutralized to certain extent. Now, what is another benefit of this particular salt lamp? These salt lamps, scientifically salt is proven to be hygroscopic in nature. What is this hygroscopic nature? Hygroscopic nature is nothing but salt, water molecules, air molecules contains certain amount of water vapor in it. So these salts or any salt by nature has a absorption quality of this water vapor in the air. Therefore, these salt lamps are hygroscopic in nature and they helps in absorbing the water vapor present in the air which carry dirt, air pollutants and dust in it. Thus, when these salt lamps absorb these dirt, water vapor, air pollutants that are present in the air, your air quality gets improved. The air that you're breathing or the vicinity in which the salt lamp is present gets purified to certain extent. This is another benefit of this salt lamp. The third thing is the salt lamp is pink in color. When lighted, produces an orange color which is somewhat closer to the sunrise or sunset color. In color therapy, orange color helps to reduce the stress to greater extent and help us to focus on our work in a much more concentrative way. So when considered in terms of color therapy also, these crystal lamps play a major role by reducing the stress. Now let's see when it is lighted which color it gives. Guys, as you people are seeing, it's giving a deep orange color. So you can see now the entire room is filled with no blue light, eco-friendly orange color, and when this light is glown for a longer time period, along with the orange color light, it produces the negative ions which absorbs the positive ions that are harmful to our body and neutralizes the environment to certain extent. So this is the way it benefits us in terms of color therapy. Now the fourth benefit of this Himalayan salt lamp. This Himalayan salt lamp, scientifically when tested, it is proven that it increases the levels of serotonin and the oxygen levels in the brain, as a result of which it reduces drowsiness. It helps in calming down the mind. It helps in calming your mind, and it is also a very good stress buster. And for people who are suffering from seasonal disorder, that is SAD, also gets cured with this particular Himalayan salt lamp. Then last but not the least, people who are suffering from chronic depression, these orange lights acts as an antidepressant and helps them to get back to their normal state very quickly. Therefore, these Himalayan salt lamp also acts as an antidepressants. And last but not the least, as these are hygroscopic in nature, they are absorbing more of dust and air pollutants that are present in the air. It also helps in curing allergies, asthmas and many other breathing diseases by making the environment or by improving the air that you breathe, making it dust free and pollutant free to certain extent. Therefore guys, when we are using this Himalayan salt lamp at home, it needs to be cleaned with a cloth every 15 days once, so that whatever the dust or the pollutants that are accumulated on the surface of this salt lamp gets eradicated. Now these are all the benefits of this crystal lamp or Himalayan salt lamp. Now there are n number of vendors available in market who sell Himalayan salt lamps to you people, but there are chances of you getting cheated or getting a low quality or a duplicate Himalayan lamp. So how do you identify which is a high quality Himalayan lamp or a genuine? So when you are selecting this Himalayan crystal lamp, you need to keep in mind the following things. First thing is color. Darker the color, the more effective are the ions that are released and they are more stress busting. Second one, the size. As I told you, bigger the size, the large amount of negative ions are emitted from it. Generally, a 2 to 3 pound of salt can neutralize the effect, that is in a 4x4 room, whatever the positive ions, or it can energize a 4x4 room. That is 2 to 3 pounds of salt can energize a 4x4 room. The third one is rougher the surface, more is the hygroscopic potential of that particular salt lamp when compared to the smoother surface, therefore improving the quality of the air you breathe. And last but not the least, the bulb. The negative ions that are emitted is due to the heat generated by the bulb. So if you're going for a bulb or if you're going for a selection of a Himalayan salt lamp, please check that LED lamps are not used in it, because LED bulbs won't accomplish this property of heat generation. Therefore, the bulbs that generate heat needs to be chosen for the Himalayan salt lamp. Hope guys, I've covered all the points that I have mentioned in the beginning of this particular video. So in case if you people are looking for the Himalayan crystal lamp and you don't know where to buy it, then you can definitely contact me. We would provide you a high quality and a genuine Himalayan crystal lamp for a reasonable rate. So please write down my number. The number is 9900 799 200. I repeat, the number is 9900 799 200. Also, if you are interested in knowing more about it, or if you have any questions or queries, you can definitely write into the comments and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video and it was informative. I'll get back to you with a new other exciting topic as soon as possible. Till then, take care, bye and see ya. Thank you.